I hope that either all of us or none of us are judged by the actions of our weakest moments, but rather by the strength we show when and if we're ever given a second chance.
The mission at Nehemiah is simple: to build brands, create jobs, and change lives. And that's exactly what they're doing.
From day one, when somebody walks in this building and wants a job, we want to know what their dreams are and what prevents them from being the best they can be. And over the past 14 years, we've created 8 pillars of support to provide that holistic support. One is building community. We have affordable housing. We have Nehemiah Properties. We have a first-time buying program. So people that want to buy their first home, we will match equity up to $5,000, gross that up. We have transportation programs. We're on the bus line. And those are the things that give them a foundation. Early on, my business partner is Tom Williams. We knew we had something here and we couldn't hire everyone.
Mike Taylor says Nehemiah saved his life.
And I got sentenced in the end for a burglary where I was sentenced to 2 years in prison, and I really struggled to find a job. Going from job to job, I was lying on my applications. At one point in time, one of the jobs I was working at, I'd worked there for 9 months as a temp, and they were gonna hire me on, and they were gonna let me skip a couple rungs in the ladder. I was gonna be a supervisor. So I was gonna go from temp, hire on, straight to supervisor. And I went home and I celebrated and I was so excited. And the next day I came in, they had done a background check on me. And so that day they came up and actually escorted me off the property with 2 armed guards. And I was like, I'm the same guy that has worked for you for 9 months. It was completely demoralizing.
This sent Mike spiraling back to drugs until he met someone from Nehemiah who offered him a chance.
So I started at Nehemiah. The second day, Dan comes down and he shakes my hand and he says, we hear you've been through a lot. We're here to help. If there's anything you need, just let me know.
We're all called to treat people with love, dignity, respect. Treat people the way you want to be treated, right? But there's a business case for what we do. And that business case is when you really think about the people first, you get that in return. And what does that mean? People showing up on time, people busting their butt on the production line. That means increased productivity, low turnover, better bottom line. Tom Williams, I said, let's bring everybody down from the CBC, and Rodney was one of the early individuals come down. And I think he was impressed and inspired. I believe they had policies that said you didn't hire certain people with felonies, and they changed that. And they stuck their toe in the water and tried that for a few years. And I remember Rodney telling me that they had hired 43 people, still had 41 after 2 years. That was blown away, over 90% retention.
Dan was promised me that there was no limit to what I could accomplish. And so that was 12 years ago. Somewhere in those 12 years, and I don't know when it wasn't overnight, but I realized that I had done a lot of bad things in my life, but I wasn't a bad person.
Locally, we have several organizations helping second chance employees and employers match, like Talbert House.
I was making bad decisions and I didn't know what I wanted out of life, and I was following around the wrong people that I thought was friends and wasn't. And then I went to prison, and then when I came out of there, came to the Tower House, they absolutely helped and encouraged me, saying I could reach my goals.
Mission here at Tower House to build a stronger community. When my clients call me, or they either send me an email to let me know that they have gained an interview or have gained employment, my heart is smiling because I know that they are ready and willing to go to work.
JBM Packaging created Fair Chance in 2009. Over 25% of their employees started through Fair Chance.
As somebody got out of prison and we learned all the struggles that they had to go through, it helped us better understand a lot of the wraparound services that we really needed to help them with in order for them to be successful. It's an investment in the person.
My goal is to be that symbol of hope for all of the men and women that are incarcerated. It's all about their mindset, working hard, and putting your all into what you want to do.
This is no longer just Cincinnati. We've taken this across the country. Our governor's highly engaged in supporting the cause. So this is really a movement, a national movement. If anybody wants to do it, come down to Nehemiah. Let us take you through it. Get a real feel for how transformative this is for not only the folks, but it'll change your culture. It will change your organization for the better.